Today is Tuesday, April 23rd, and this is another update on my progress beating the S&P 500 along with the Ark Innovation ETF. I do make these videos every Tuesday and Sunday, so if you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. I decided not to make any moves at all. I'm pretty much going to stay put until next week when Jerome Powell gives his speech. These next few graphs are going to be from the CME group, and it's their Fed Watch Outlook, which takes a general consensus of what everyone thinks that the Fed's going to do at their policy meeting regarding the interest rates. So this is their May 1st meeting, and it's a pretty much guaranteed lock. There's a 95.9% chance that everything stays the same. This is their June 12th meeting. Right now there's an 83.2% chance that everything stays the same, with a 16.3% chance that they cut by a quarter basis point. Down here in the lower left in yellow is right now, which matches what the graph says. And down here in the lower right is what everything was a month ago. So you can see a month ago, there was a 24.4% chance that everything was going to stay the same. So for it to go from 24.4 to 83.2 is quite a change, which is part of the reason why there was a slight decline over the last couple of weeks. So this is the one that I'm keeping my eye on the most. It's their July 31st chart. Right now there's a 54% chance that everything stays the same, with a 39.8% chance that they cut by a quarter basis point and a 6.1% chance that they cut by half a basis point. So pretty much a month ago, there's only a 12.8% chance that they would stay the same and an 83% chance that they would at least cut by a quarter point. So if Powell says anything on May 1st that indicates that there won't be a rate cut this summer, then this 54% probability is definitely going to spike up. This is their September 18th Fed meeting chart. You can see a month ago, there was only a 2.6% chance that everything would stay the same. And right now there's a 28.6% chance that everything stays the same. So there's still a 71.4% chance that they get cut in September, but that's a lot lower than the 97.4% chance that they'd get cut in September just a month ago. So this is definitely where things could get a little bearish, because if there's no rate cut this summer, that's going to put heavy pressure on there being a rate cut at this September meeting. And the fact that people are going to be talking about no rate cut at the September meeting when just a couple months ago there's going to be a ton of cuts this year, that's definitely going to change everyone's projection as far as what the market's going to do this year. Powell could say something encouraging, but at this point he's made it pretty clear that he's going to destroy the entire economy to reach 2% inflation. So it's going to be interesting to see what he says on May 1st. So the VIX doesn't look that bad right now. The price is below the 15-day moving average, which is below the 5-day moving average. Ideally, you'd like to see the 5-day below the 15, but the fact that the price has at least broken down below this resistance level is encouraging. But as you can see, the VIX trades pretty sporadically, so just as fast as it declines, it can easily go right back up. So right now, it's kind of too soon to tell. So with the VIX coming down, generally that means the market goes up, which is what happened over the last couple of days. Right now, the price is right between the 5-day moving average and the 15-day moving average. You'd like to see the 5-day get above the 15-day, but this definitely looks a lot better than what I thought was going to happen. Where we ultimately want to get to is this green trend line. That's going to kind of put us back on track to where we were before this slight downturn. Over the next week or so, it's going to be about a 2.5% gain to get there, with about a 1.25% drop to get to this red resistance level, which you can see we just crossed below it and it bounced back up, but that doesn't mean that we can't retest it. So right now it's kind of hard to tell what's going to happen. Some things look bullish, some things look bearish, but I know that when Powell speaks, the market reacts pretty rapidly. So in about a week and a half, we should have a better grip on what's going on. These are all my current positions. Capital One Finance and Citigroup popped out of the red over the last couple of days, and Yum added to its gains. But other than that, everything's still in the red. I am 33.42% invested, with 23.74% of that being long and 9.68% of that being short. And I do have 66.58% sitting in cash. Since Monday, my portfolio gained 0.53%. The S&P 500 gained 2.08%, and the Ark Innovation ETF gained 4.45%. Which brings us year to date, my portfolio has a gain of 14.46. The S&P 500 has a gain of 6.91. And the Ark Innovation ETF on the year has a loss of 13.13%. That's all I got for today. I do make these videos every Tuesday and Sunday. So if you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button and I'll catch you on Sunday.